Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome to Spa-Francorchamps. This circuit was built in 1921, and even though its length was halved in 1979, the Belgian Grand Prix is still one of the longest, fastest, and most magical races on the F1 calendar. Spa-Francorchamps is famous for its long straights and fast corners. Drag efficiency will make all the difference here as drivers zoom through the famous sequence of Eau Rouge leading up into Raidillon. But a twisty middle sector keeps things tricky down on the track. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. So, without further ado, let's get started. Welcome back as we continue our race weekend with practice soon to finish and then qualifying hot on its heels. Time and time again we see just how little separates the drivers as they complete their qualifying laps. Those who have pushed that little bit harder during qualifying can be rewarded with a grid place that sets them apart from their competitors going into the race. So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride. It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
We saw a solid qualifying performance from Ferrari, and they're sure to have their chance to push even further during the race. Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
Well, no one can ever predict what will happen at Spa-Francorchamps, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be eventful. It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever is electric. Taking a look now at Ferrari. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. There's the other Ferrari. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalise on it? Will their hard work pay off today? You can hear the excitement in the crowd here at the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. It's a collision. Let's see what happened there.
It was a very good lap. Slow down.
Seems to have been a lock-up. We can take a look now. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. That lock-up could have cost them dearly. Sounds like a spin. Let's take a look at the replay. So this was the Aston Martin. What a spin out!
Slow down now.
Someone's run wide. Here's the replay. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. They're forced wide, and they won't be happy at all about that.
Head down.
We should slow down.
Sounds like a few cars have crashed. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may have really hurt their overall chances. We've had a crash. Let's take a closer look. Now just take a look at the McLaren. That crash is terrible news for the team. That's a spin! We can take a look now. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. And there it is. That's where they spin out. Lost control and spun! Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari. They lose it there. That's the spin.
We can push a bit more.
And pit confirm.
Who's running wide there? Let's see what happened there. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted. There's been a crash. Here's the replay. Now just take a look at the McLaren. Thank goodness nobody else was involved. That was a big crash. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly. Oh, did someone run wide there? Let's take a closer look. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin. And they've gone wide. Way wide. That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Let's have a look. Now just focus on the Haas. They've taken that far too wide, and now they're paying the price. Sounds like we've had a spin. We're just watching the Red Bull. And this, yes, this is where they spun out. I think there's been a lock-up. So this was the Aston Martin. And there's the lock-up. It almost got away from them entirely. Is that a lock-up? We can take a look now. Now just focus on the Haas. And yes, that's the lock-up. No! The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there. Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Well, I don't know what they were thinking there. They're completely off the racing line. They've locked up and gone straight on. Sounds like someone's locked up. Here's the replay. So this was the Aston Martin. They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
last lap. Checkered flag.
Ferrari's driver performed magnificently here. I don't think Ferrari will be too disappointed with that result.
They do say success breeds success, and I'm sure the team will be hoping that holds true.
At the end of the weekend, it's second place in the constructor standings for them.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.